So we're here with Simon Brooks from European Investment Bank. Mr. Brooks, you were just telling the Committee of the Regions meeting here about some of the possibilities for private finance and co-financing relating to public transport, to major public buildings. Would you tell us a little more about that and the possibilities that exist?
Yeah, what I wanted to stress in my intervention was how important cities and municipalities and indeed regions are because of the amount of infrastructure they control. So the decisions they make will have a big effect on the emissions of certainly their regions, but also of their countries. The other area where they are attractive is that because they're able to operate at scale, they can do things, can reach corners that individual banks, including big public sector banks like my own, couldn't otherwise reach. In terms of the products we have available for them at the European Investment Bank, we are active in a number of regions and cities with the new instrument that's called Jessica. I think that is a very good way of using structural funds money to create a revolving fund that can be used over and over again. But beyond that, we have more straightforward traditional products, which are simply loans to municipalities and regions that have the financial strength to pay back the loan and can use the loan for a variety of projects in this area. And I think the European Investment Bank takes a realistic look at the ability of municipalities and cities to repay. And we are not just looking at the big names. So we do an in-depth look at each of our customers and decide whether, on their merits, they are a satisfactory customer. And we lend to many across the Union. And I think many municipalities might be surprised to find that they're actually quite attractive customers for banks because of the size of their estate, their legal structure, and the fact that they have access to local taxes.
Now, the other thing that we were hearing about in this meeting related to something you don't hear about, or we're not hearing about at Copenhagen. Everything relates to governments and binding treaties, but actually when it comes down to it, individual people, the man on the street, is going to have to make some action. There's nearly 7 billion of us on the planet and nearly 500 million in the EU. We have to do things as well. Now, we were hearing some of this a moment ago. What are your thoughts on the subject?
Well, I think that in this area the key is for the political institutions to provide leadership in concert with their electorates to try and reach an agreement over at a worldwide level to move things forward. I think that individuals need to work together, and that can be mediated through political representation at various levels, at the local level, regional level, national level, and indeed at Copenhagen at the international level.
Excellent. Mr. Brooks, thank you very much for your time.
Pleasure.